Hey everybody, this is Booster, and this was almost the recording of the Bent Wheels Hare Scramble. My daughter turned the camera on the helmet the night before the race, and yeah, that was almost a recording because if I wouldn't have noticed, that would have been it. So here we are starting out, Bent Wheels 2017. My bike does not start on the first kick, and we are off to a bad start, but that kind of seems to be the theme for this year, so that's nothing normal. So, as always, at the beginning of a race in the R class, there is carnage, and I managed to get around relatively easily. Not too much difficulty here. Get back onto the track. Now, I don't know. I don't like to make excuses, and I don't like to, I don't like to make excuses for myself. I like to try to do as well as I can and go out and perform, and if I don't do well, then it's usually something with me. I gotta go out and I gotta work out harder, I gotta practice more. There's something that I need to do in order to change the results that I am getting. Well, in this race, if you watched the, I don't know what I call it, the track day for Bent Wheels, I received some new knee braces. Now, I don't know if I put them on wrong. I'm going to have to put them back on and try to figure that out and see what's going on. I don't know if it's just the way the braces affect me in general, but these knee braces are a pretty widely used knee brace in motocross, right? They're called the DonJoy Armor braces. And I figured that they'd be real good for racing, help prevent me from tearing an ACL, whatever. So I put them on, and I'm wearing them right now on this lap, and they are really bothering me. The problem is I cannot turn my toes in order to hit the shifter or the brake, which is making me feel extremely uncomfortable on the bike and making it so I don't feel aggressive at all. I don't feel confident, and I just don't feel like I have control over this bike because I can't shift and I can't brake with my rear brake. So that's a big problem. Pretty much this entire first lap, I was just incredibly frustrated. I was way slower than everybody else. That guy right there, I think, is from the K class. They started behind us, and we're not even 2-3 minutes into this race, and somebody has already gained 30 seconds on me, starting 30 seconds behind me in the row behind me, and catching up already. That's crazy. And it's not just him. I mean, Cal catches me this quick, and I mean, Cal, he's been riding extremely well. He's been catching me anyway, but it hasn't been nearly this early. There he is right there going by me, and he's in the K class, started the row behind me, and just going by me like it's nothing. And that's just extremely frustrating. So another side effect from my toes pointing out on the pegs rather than being able to have my feet running parallel to one another is that I'm fighting the braces, okay, to try to point my toes to where my feet are running parallel to one another. And because I'm fighting the actual braces, my legs are getting tired and they're actually starting to cramp up. So not only am I losing time because I don't have confidence, but I'm losing time because I'm tiring myself out fighting against these things. And like I said, I'm going to have to go out and try something. I don't want to give up on them because the braces themselves were relatively expensive. So I don't know. I'm going to have to try to figure something out to get these things to work. Maybe they were binding with my boots or something. Maybe I put my boots on funny. I don't think I would have put my boots on funny. That seems weird. It's got to be something to do with the braces. But when I went online and I looked at how you're supposed to put them on, I think maybe I had them on a little too low. I think maybe I should have had them on higher. I don't know. Anyway, I will get it sorted out by the next race. And if I don't get it sorted out by the next race, I will not be wearing them until I do get it sorted out, because this is rough and extremely frustrating when you prepare like I have been for these races. I mean, I've been running, I've been bicycling, I've been lifting weights. I haven't been just sitting around lazily, so when I put in the preparation time like I have, I expect to see results, and I'm disappointed in myself when I don't see the results that I want. So anyway, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this track a little bit. This track is relatively slippery. Not too slippery though, not as bad as I thought it would be. It rained the night before. There's a little mud hole we went through. Nothing too bad. I think they had a lot of logs and stuff thrown down into the bottom, so it had a real nice hard base. So here I am. I'm pretty much speeding through the first lap. I imagine this is what the guys in the front feel like. Spangler and McNeil here. Is this the speed you guys normally run at? Because this is crazy. I wish I was fast like them. They actually like finished within like seconds of one another at the end, and I wish that one of those guys would wear a GoPro, because they're both awesome riders, and some of the battles that those guys have in the top class there is I'd be definitely interested in watching. If one of you guys wear a GoPro, shoot, I'll do the commentary over it. I'll break it down for you and speak over it and whatever. But I can hear myself complaining on the video there. I'm not too happy. So I'm coming through, and we're finishing this lap up. There's a monitor down there to the right. I take a look at it. 20th place. Wow, 20th place. I don't even know if I expected that. Even as slow as I was going, I didn't really expect 20th place. So now I'm like, okay, I'm already in 20th place. I feel like I'm slow. I need to find a place, and I need to get these knee braces off. Okay? So I park here, and this nice guy right here helps me out, holds my bike for me while I take my knee braces off. My knee braces don't come off easily either. There are all kinds of Velcro straps and different stuff that hold these things into place. So I have to take off my boots, take off my pants, take off my knee braces, and then I had like hard braces over the, not like hard knee pads over the top of the braces, so I had to take them off too, then put my pants back on, then put my boots back on, get all of that situated and back on, fire the bike up, and take off. All of that, I would say, took me, I don't know, probably less than 5 minutes, but still, I mean, 5 minutes is a long time. When you consider all of the time I wasted on the first lap, combined with tiring myself out and having to stop and take these knee braces off, I've got some ground to cover, because I don't know where I'm sitting now, but when I was sitting in 20th place on the first lap, and I look back at the results, and there were, what, 31 people in my class? Like, I was right there at the back, and I was doing nothing but slowing down and falling back further, so losing 5 minutes is a big deal. Look at this sloppy mess. Wow. So now I come out here and I've got some time to make up. The problem is I'm tired, so I can't exactly just drop the hammer and go. And if I did that, I would tire myself out even more anyway. I mean, it's a long race. That was one lap out of probably 5 or 6 laps that I figure I'm going to be able to get in. So what I need out here is I need to maintain a good pace and be consistent. I can't have any crashes, I can't fall down, I can't have anything like that. But I want to salvage this race and try to get up and just get as many points as I can, because it's a long season. Not only is it a long race, it's a long season. And before this race, I was sitting 4th in the points. So any points that I can salvage off of this are a big deal in my opinion, because I don't know how the trophy system works at the end of the year. I don't know if it's normally the same way it is in the R class, because in the R class usually they trophy down to about 8th place depending on how many people were in the class. Well, at the end of the year, I don't know if they do 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I don't know if they do 1st through 10th. I don't know if they do the normal 1st through 8th. I don't know. But sitting in 4th right now, I'm happy with where I'm at. I feel like I've been pretty consistent, been doing pretty well, so I'd like to keep that. So here I am, I'm catching people now. Slowly catching up to people. I don't know if this guy's in my class or what, but hey, high five, Mr. Ohio there. Look at his bike on the right. He's got a bunch of stuff laying there. I just saw stuff all over the trail. I knew he must have hit something and wiped out. And when I went and actually watched his video, yeah, he hit like a stump or something there. I think he went flying over his handlebars and wiped out. And he was standing there and letting people know, you know, that the stump was there, like basically trying to prevent accidents. But anyway, you know, I usually BS with him a little bit, either before or after the races, and I saw him there, and he's standing up. He seems like he's okay. He's not hurt, so high five to you. Glad you're okay. And yeah, I'm starting to track people down. I'm starting to catch people one by one, so that's good. I had ridden. Anyway, I had gone for a very long time without seeing really anyone else that I was passing, and just being lapped by the extremely fast guy. So I was glad when I started catching up to people and actually making some passes. Here's another guy in front of me, and this guy I do believe is actually in my class. So it took me a little while to chase him down. I mean, what I'm kind of trying to do here is come up on him, not really real fast or whatever, but just kind of come up on him and save as much energy as I can. Because when you pass somebody that's in your class, you want to be able to then continue that momentum and get away from them. So if you try and like burn all your energy real quick to come up behind them and pass, and then you do get past, like, maybe he's got more energy in store than you do because you just burned it up trying to catch him, and then he gets you right back. And that's something I don't want. I want to be able to get by him and then just continue on my way and go right on past. So I'm trying to take the like smooth parts of the track here, even if they're a little bit longer, trying to keep the smooth parts so I can save that energy, so that when I finally do catch him, that'll just be it. I'm by him and I'm gone. And this track got relatively whooped out by the end. If you paid attention and tried to look for the smooth areas, like, you could typically find it, but there was always a rough area on the track. Like, the most ridden part of the track was relatively whooped out and just rough in general. But if you rode the sides a little bit, and I kind of noticed like an outside to inside line that was starting to develop that was relatively smooth. There's some rough stuff. And I cut out the long whoop section because it's slow, and he went through relatively slow. So I figured, hey, I'll go through relatively slow too. I'll end up catching him here. I was confident I would be able to get past him. So he goes up here, and there's like this woods rut kind of swampy area type thing. And this right here line that I was taking right here worked out for me relatively well, like each and every lap. It seemed to be faster than the other ones. Even when I was getting lapped by guys and they would go off on other sides, I would come out ahead of them taking that exact spot. So I was pretty confident that I could get by him right there, and I did end up getting by him. And then again, maintaining the smooth portion of the track here and trying to save energy, I got by him, and that was just that. I didn't see him again, so that worked out. And another thing that really kind of affected this race was the temperature. when I checked the temperature, I thought it was going to be like 80 degrees tops that day. And it ended up, I think at the end of the race, I checked in my truck and it was saying that it was 86. So it got relatively hot, and I think I did get a little dehydrated after. I didn't feel so great on the drive home. Had to stop, have my wife get some water, dry heave in the parking lot for a little bit. I wasn't feeling the best. It was kind of rough on me. Which is funny because most races I forget to drink from my Camelback, and this race I actually did drink, I thought, a decent amount, but I don't know. Apparently my body wasn't happy that I wasn't drinking enough. So here we are, checkered flag. I come across the finish line and I finished 15th. Considering the way I started and what I had to do, I don't consider 15th to be too bad. I did get some points that count toward the end of the year results, so that's good. And checking the results, I'm still sitting in 4th place overall in the points. So overall, it wasn't my best race, but I made the best of the situation that I could, and I'm happy with it. Anyway, guys, this is Booster, and I'll catch you guys later. Oh, and thank you to these people for taking care of these braces for me. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
How'd you do?
15th.
15?
Not bad after starting 20th.